Jay Maratazzi. Hello and welcome to Celtic Roots Radio, coming to you today from Downpatrick, Northern Ireland. Celtic, folk, folk rock, Appalachian, bluegrass, Scottish, Irish, Breton, Cajun. If it's Celtic or roots music you like, you'll find it here on Celtic Roots Radio. What about yous? Here we are again on our Celtic Roots Radio show. I'm Raymond McCullough in Downpatrick, County Down. Whenever we taste the Celtic and Roots songs and tunes, and some crack from myself. We started the show off with more Tetley, Vicar, from a band called Rathkeltair. That's the name of a road in Downpatrick, actually. They're from Florida, USA, and that's from their album, Something Good for a Change. Well, if you've just discovered us, then you're more than welcome, and you can catch up on our previous 60-odd shows. Your comments on the show are always welcome, and if you're on Facebook, I've now got an author, musician and presenter page on Facebook where you can get all kinds of updates and links, so go and like the page. Raymond McCullough, author. Check out our Celtic Roots Cafe community where you'll find information about our artists and bands. Just click the cafe button on our website, CelticRootsRadio.com. And if you like the crack on our shows, you can listen to it separately on our Celtic Roots Crack podcast, or you can read it at your leisure on our Celtic Roots Crack blog. Find all the info on the podcast page at CelticRootsRadio.com. Once more, we've had some great comments on the show. Yesenia Hernandez from California contacted us on Facebook. Hello from Los Angeles. I just found your show on iTunes last week, and I've been enjoying it immensely. I've never been to Northern Ireland, but I was blessed to have visited Ireland several years ago and think of it daily. I've been obsessed with all things Irish since I was a teen, over 20 years ago, so that trip was a dream come true for me. Your broadcast truly brings me joy, usually during my walks on my hour-long commute, so please keep up the awesome energy and quality. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Yesenia. John Willis from Michigan, USA gave the show a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Listened to one show and now I'm hooked. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. And Tom and Nettie from Germany contacted us via Facebook. Tuned in. Great stuff with music. Greetings from Germany. Well, thank you all for tuning in, and I'm glad you all enjoy it. And when you've exhausted all our podcast shows, tune into our 24/7 station on Shoutcast for even more music, crack from myself, and shows from Mark Gunn and others. Find it on our radio page at CelticRootsRadio.com. Keep in touch with us through email, Facebook message, Twitter, or our cafe site. We always appreciate a new review of the show on Apple Podcasts, and while you're there, enter Raymond McCullough into the search box to find all of our other podcasts. And we're listening now to Clandestine from Texas, USA, and a tune called The Hare.
in the morning bank to the riverbed. On a houseboat tied to a big tall tree. The home of my papa and my mama and me. At 3:30, Papa jumped to his feet. Already Mama's cooking Papa something to eat. At 3:30, Papa he's ready to go. He jumps in the river headed down a bayou. We got a fishing line strung across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish for us to eat. Setting traps in a swamp, catching anything he can. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. The muskrat hides hanging by the dozen. Even gotta let him make a muskrat's toes. Got 'em all dried in a hot, hot sun. Tomorrow Papa gonna turn him into mud. On to it, Rick. Little baby brother on the floor that's smacked. Fred and Lynn are the family twins. Big brother eggs on the bayou fish. On a river fort, Papa's great big boat. And that's how my Papa goes into town. And takes a merry bed every night and a day. There even reach a place where the people stay. And I can hardly wait until tomorrow comes around. After the table, Papa takes the first to town. Papa promised me that I could go. Even gonna let me see a cowboy show. I saw a cowboy that did it for the first time then. Told my Papa gotta go again. Papa says something I like to run. We'll come back tomorrow with the work to be done. We got a fishing line strung across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish to us to eat. Setting traps in a swamp, catching anything he can. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. I gotta make a living, I'm a Louisiana man. Mr. Rick Wiley. Well, I gotta make a living, I gotta make a living, I gotta make a living, I'm a Louisiana man. I gotta make a living, I gotta make a living, I gotta make a living, I'm a Louisiana man.
Wee bit of Cajun there. That was Bayou Tech Band from Louisiana, USA, with a song called Louisiana Man. I think it's time for a wee bit of history. There are a few things that Ireland is well known for: music, fighting, our accents, Irish whiskey, being scattered all over the world. Apparently Ireland ranks second in the Good Country Index, after Finland, would you believe? But there are a couple of exports that are particularly related to the north here, Ulster. You've heard of Irish linen. When the Industrial Revolution came to Ireland, it mostly affected the north. Of course, the famine in 1845 contributed greatly to poor people leaving the countryside and heading for towns and cities. And the Irish ports, railways and canals were built to bring produce to those ports to supply the market in England. Cotton and linen mills were established in towns and villages all over Ulster, but not much south of what since became the border. The Irish linen industry developed here because of a group of people called the Huguenots, who emigrated to here from France in the mid-19th century. King Henry IV of France issued the Edict of Nantes in 1598, which gave religious freedom to the Protestant Huguenots. That, unfortunately, was later revoked by King Louis XIV, who issued the Edict of Fontainebleau in 1685. The Huguenots were stripped of their freedom and ordered to renounce their faith. So, thousands of these persecuted Protestants decided to call it a day and emigrate from France. and for some of them, the north of Ireland seemed the right kind of place to head for, as they were pretty much Presbyterians. They brought with them their particular skills in weaving and finishing linen. Linen is made from flax, and Ireland had a particularly suitable climate and topography both for growing and after harvesting for retting the flax. Retting was basically rotting away the outside to leave the strong fibres inside the plant. This was done in a flax hole, which was a dugout pond or ditch where the flax was placed underwater for a time. Flax has been grown in Ireland from at least the 11th century and was referred to as the wee blue blossom from the pale blue flowers the plant produced. In the 16th century, Irish nobles wore tunics or laines made from linen which had been dyed yellow using saffron obtained from the crocus flower. Yellow apparently was a status symbol at the time. Most of the Huguenots arrived here in the 19th century, around 5,000 of them, and by this time Presbyterians were no longer discriminated against in Ireland. They came to places like Dublin, Cork, Kilkenny, Waterford and Portarlington, and some came to the north and settled around the town of Lisburn. And we've been listening to two tunes from Ocean Orchestra from Washington DC, Neptune's Reedy and Woman of the House.
I-25, Walsenburg Line, I left you the flowers, but I took the wine. Sundown is hanging by a thread, and I still can't believe all those things that you said. And it's all I can do to keep my hands attended to. Forget about you, forget about you. How many miles till I forget about you, forget about you. Got the pedal to the floor, hear the humming of the wheels, and I ain't got the time to make any deals. The highway signs, well, they're all pointing west, and the Arizona line is a deal at best. And it's all I can do to keep my hands attended to. Honey, how many miles till I forget about you, forget about you. Forget about you, forget about you. Shakespeare, take away your rainbow. Those sugar-coated lines just don't cut it anymore. The western skyline is a-coming on strong. One more tank of gas and I'll be long gone. And it's all I can do to keep my hands attended to. Till I forget about you, forget about you. How many miles till I forget about you, forget about you.
That was Jason Bennett from Colorado, USA, and a song called How Many Miles Till I Forget About You. They brought Huguenot names, such as Fife. I had a friend called Tony Fife. Boucher or Boucher was still a Boucher Road in Belfast today. Cloquet or Cloquet. Devan, which became Devani or Deveni. Rene, which became Rainy, etc. A lot of these names are still in use today. Linen production is mentioned in the ancient Brecon laws. The Irish trade in wool was too competitive with England, and when William of Orange encouraged the Irish Parliament to pass a law restricting wool export, and in 1699 it was prohibited altogether, So the Irish had to concentrate on the linen industry instead, and by the end of the 18th century, linen accounted for about half of Ireland's exports. A Huguenot called Louis came here from Cambrai in the north of France. Actually, we still have a Cambrai street in Belfast. Only Belfast people pronounce it with 4 syllables instead of 2. Cambrai Street. Tumblin set up a weaving factory in Lisburn, the town where I went to school. He is regarded as the founder of the Irish linen industry. In 1825, hand spinning and weaving were replaced by machines, and the large Belfast mills came into being. Encouraged by the famine, many people moved from the country to Belfast. Most of the employees were poor, uneducated, female, and became known as Millies, or more often wee Millies. Some of my own family were a part of this story. My great-uncle, George Gibbon, moved from owning a grocer's shop in Donegal, Donegal, to Lisburn in 1877. His sons worked as hackle setters in one or other of the 2 flax mills. He himself drove a cart between the mills. My own father worked in the surviving linen thread company mill for most of his life. Well, he was an electrician. I actually worked there for one summer myself. There's a sad Belfast tale about a man from the Shankill Road who cuts his wife's throat with a razor and then, in fear of the law, hangs himself with a linen bed sheet twisted into a rope. The story finishes. He went to hell, but his wife got well, and she's still alive and sinning, for the razor blade was German made, but the rope was Belfast linen. And you've just been listening to the Low Country Boys from here in County Down and Tumblin Jack.
December moon, don't go too soon. You float so low, light in the waves below. Your amber glow, always returning, captures my heart and leaves me longing. Last night I dreamed I heard you calling, and you were calling out my name, and I feel that you are falling, lost and lonely in the rain. Oh, I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. Why do I cry each time I see you? Why do I sigh each time I leave you? Why do I need something more from you? It's never enough, leaves my heart burning. Oh, I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down. I won't wait until the rain stops falling. I won't wait until the stars come out. I'll come running when I hear you calling. I'll be here waiting when the sun goes down.
That was December Moon from the Henry Girls from Donegal here in Ireland. And we're going to finish with a song by Donna Hughes from Florida, USA. This is The Way I Am. Take care now, okay? Slán go fóill. Well, that's all we have time for on this show. Remember, you can find out more information about the artists and songs played on the show on our website at CelticRootsRadio.com. And if you're an independent artist and you'd like to hear your music played on this show, again, you'll find details on our website. That's CelticRootsRadio.com. Tune in again next week to Celtic Roots Radio. I'm Raymond McCullough, coming to you from Ireland. Slán agus Banna Dia.